Well, g'day everyone. Welcome back to another video. We're out here with Dave on his boat, and it's been a pretty interesting morning so far. We've already dived one spot. We've got amazing visibility. It's really good, which was quite unexpected, and seen a group of kingies, but unfortunately it was just after I shot those two kohes and didn't have my spear gun loaded or anything, and by the time I got it loaded they buggered off. But as a bonus, I've managed a couple of nice pink maumau. As you can see here, we've got stunning visibility, and the rock that I'm diving down onto here is in about 10 meters or so, and I can see well down past it. So I'm picking I had at least 15 meters of viz. Absolutely stunning. So yeah, I've just dropped my way down to the rock here, and I just work my way down into the weeds, and I start looking around. And pink maumau can be very hard to shoot in open water, but when you can get down onto a rock or something like that, they become much more friendly and start coming in on you. So yeah, I just had that group over there come in on me, and I've got a few little ones around, easy, close enough to shoot, but I'm waiting because there are some nice big fat ones here. So when this one comes in from behind and goes broadside, I take the shot because it's a nice sized pink maumau. Yeah, I get a really nice shot into this fish. Basically stones it, kills it in one hit, and all I have to do is pull it in. Dropping back down again, and this time I've actually only loaded one rubber on my spear gun. I'm pretty confident that I don't need two rubbers to shoot another pink maumau, and I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to have any kingies come in. I've been here for a little while at this point. Just kind of hoping that some kingies might show up, but yeah, they hadn't. So I dropped down here and nestled my way into the weed, and sure enough, the pink maumau come in on me. And once again, it's just a case of waiting till a good sized one turns up. And so when this one here comes close enough, I get a shot into it. And it's another nice sized pink maumau. I don't get the stone shot this time, but it's pretty hurt. I managed to grab it before I even hit the surface. We've actually come out to another spot here. Dave's having a quick fish to see if he can jig up a kingy, and then we're going to go a little bit closer to land, and I'll jump in the water here. This is a very good kingfish spot, so fingers crossed we can find one. Before long, I find a really nice school of trevally, and in fact it's not just trevally. There's trevally, maumau, koherau, all sorts floating around here, but what I'm looking at here is trevally, and I'm kind of like to shoot one, but I don't want to shoot a little one. I want a nice big one, so I'm kind of lining them up and trying to get them going, but it's not really happening for me. I've probably rushed it a little bit in this case. And then I have a Mako shark come in and check me out, and I'm just a little bit late turning my camera on, so I've only got this footage of it swimming away from me, but it was quite a decent sized shark. Anyway, after a bit I find that school of trevally again, and I drop down again. And this time I just watch the school. I decide I'm not going to try and get the biggest one, I'm just going to get one. So when a nice one stands out, I'm able to quickly reach out and take a shot. And yeah, pretty happy about this. Nice trevally, beautiful sashimi trevally, and will be most appreciated. I carry on diving, and on this dive I have a couple of quite small kingfish show up. So drop in on them just in case they have some of their mates with them. But unfortunately it's only the two, and they're not too keen on getting very close to me. A bit later I find a nice school of koherau, and these little baitfish are exactly what the kingfish are after. They love these guys, it's pretty much their favourite food. So I drop down in amongst them and start looking through the school. And then while I'm looking at the school, I notice there's a nice sized one, so I decide I'm going to shoot it. So line it up, pull a trigger, get a shaft into it, look around, and straight away notice a kingfish has come in. Always, just after you've shot the baitfish, they always come in. Murphy's Law. Anyway, I get my spear all loaded again, and I decide I'm just going to drop my spear gun down a bit and see whether it brings the kingfish in. So I just let it sink slowly. I'm just lying on the surface watching it at this stage. And sure enough, I drop it down and a bunch of kingfish come in on it. Now at this point I reach up to turn my camera on, but obviously it was already on and I turned it off. So I quickly turn it on again and then make a drop. Luckily the kings have hung around while I've mucked around with my camera, and they're still there. So here, drop down in on them, make a couple of little grunts, and level out down there. And I've got a couple of kingies sort of coming close-ish, but they're quite small, and I kind of want something a little bit bigger than that. I'm not sure whether those ones were legal, but then this guy swims up. And yeah, just kind of swims up to me, turns broadside, I line him up and get a really nice shot into him. Really like that shot placement. And it's at this point I realise that my shooting line is jammed around the reel of my gun. So I'm frantically clear it, and then I head for the surface. Luckily, that shot is a really good shot. The fish is really hurt, so it hasn't taken off on a big screaming run at this point. So yeah, I get to the surface and get to work pulling this kingfish to me. I have no idea how hurt this kingfish is at the moment. I know it's a pretty good size, so I'm kind of being a little bit careful. But on the flip side, I want to get it to me as fast as I can, because I'd seen that Mako shark earlier and I didn't really want it showing up while I was fighting this fish. So I get it to me. I kind of think I might have it half stoned, but then it starts to fight. And yeah, it goes sort of a little bit nuts. I'm still unsure of how much fight it's got at this point and how hurt it is. So yeah, call Dave to get over here with the boat and just carry on fighting this fish. It's obviously quite hurt, because normally they'll just scream away from you and fight a heck of a lot harder than this. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking that I might be able to grab it again and end up getting up close to it, and it decides that it's going to go mental. And I decide I'm going to try and hang on to it. So yeah, it all gets a little bit crazy. And I'm trying to stay connected to it, but it's not pulling me under or anything, so I'm not particularly worried. And it's also not tangling me up in the shooting line, which is another thing you've got to be really careful about. Yeah, I just end up staying close to it, just letting it drag me along in the water, and the whole time trying to get my hands to it and immobilize it. What I'm after really is to get my hands into its gills so I can get a really, really good grip on it. But yeah, when I see all this blood start to come out, I'm sort of getting a little bit more worried about that Mako, but I am also just trying to get this thing in my arms, because if I've claimed it, if I've got it in my arms, the Mako is definitely less likely to try and take it off me. So anyway, I finally get it, and Dave's got over there with the bait, puts the gaff in it, and picks it up and tries to pull it on board, and the damn thing falls off the gaff. So it's sort of a little bit of a moment of panic. Sort of race back to the gun. Of course, this whole time I've just got that fear that the shark's going to turn up and claim it. But yeah, race back to it, pull it back up, and yeah, at this point, it's pretty much done. It's given up the ghost, and yeah, I get it back pretty quickly, and we have another go at it.
He's pretty much done now anyway. Can you get him, or do you need help? Oh wow, check this out. Nice kingy, man. Probably a bit of luck there, but yeah. I've got a brand new shaft in my spare gun. It's gone and bent it. Oh, still worth it. Kingfish on the board, yes.
Well, there you have it. I had a bit of an accident with my spare gun shaft and ended up buying a new one this morning, and this is what it looks like now. That is quite the bend. Quite the bend indeed, but worth it to put this puppy on the deck. Nice kingy. Very, very nice kingy. That was pretty cool. I just had a koherau on the end of my spare gun. I dropped my spare gun down probably 5 or 6 meters or something, and School of Kings came in to check out what was going on, and I managed to plug it. I was a little bit concerned because I've seen a nice sized Mako shark, and I sort of was a little bit nervous about that coming along and trying to take it off me, but it all worked out. This thing's going spastic on the deck, putting blood everywhere, but we don't mind because he's going to be our beaut feed. Yeah. Here we are. Beautiful kingy. Yes, happy with that. Very tasty. All right, we have made it back to Dave's place, and we decided we'd just weigh this kingfish, and we had some guesses. I was guessing 18 kilos. What was your guess, Dave? What was your guess?
I guess 20 when it came out of the water. See, I couldn't lift it.
We just weighed it, and it turns out it's pretty much 18, 17.91 there on the scales. And yeah, beautiful kingy. pretty damn happy with that. We also have some other fish in the bin. We have Granddaddy Hapuka that Dave caught. We have nice trevally that I shot, koe, and 4 pink maumau. I shot 2 of them, and Dave caught 2 on the rods. So all in all, a very successful day. Nice fish indeed. We are going to fillet this fish up now, and I'm going to get out of here. And yeah, that's pretty much it for now. So I guess we'll either talk to you later, or that's it for this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.